Hello, hello, hello. Good morning from the Philippines. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are right now. So, on today's live stream, we are going to talk about the major issues of One Health Pass. Uh, I know I released a video the other day saying that there's major changes of One Health Pass starting May the 3rd. But the Bureau of Quarantine has already released it a day ahead. So I posted an announcement in our community letting everybody know, giving everybody a heads up that the new One Health Pass is released. To be honest, I don't know how to do the tutorial on that because even I myself it's very confusing. It's very confusing. I received a bunch of messages as soon as it was released because of the confusion and stuff. So I guess the thing that I've understood about it is you will not get a QR code yet. You will get the QR code 4 hours to 1 hour before you arrive in the Philippines. It's like, how are you going to do that if you are up in the air? And come on, Deso. And you have to register within 24 hours. You cannot register beyond 24 hours. You cannot register just like what Philippine Airlines website is saying. We got somebody's calling. Just like the hang on guys. It's like just like just like what the CEO was like, Addie, you need to know everything. So disappointing. Can I get my money back? No refund. Joke lang. No, it's well what's ridiculous about it is you cannot register if it's not 24 hours yet or if it's not within 24 hours. I was talking to Magman last night because Magman, if you're around, come on in. I was talking to Magman last night because he's flying to the Philippines today. He went and got his COVID-19 test yesterday and got his result. And then he registered with One Health Pass. He said he did not get the QR code yet, but you should get the barcode that should let you board the aircraft. That's the most important thing, the barcode, because the barcode, you will get the barcode when you upload your COVID-19 result, your RT-PCR test or antigen test, and your vaccination card. That is when you get your barcode. That is on step number 2. And then 12 hours before you arrive in the Philippines, you will fill out your health declaration card. And after that, 4 hours to 1 hour before you you arrive in the Philippines, that's when you finish up your registration. Then you will get your QR code. It's like, what is that? It's like they had made it so complicated with the new One Health Pass. I'm not scaring everybody. I am just relaying to you guys what was messaged to me uh with the what do you call this, with our fellow subscribers, because just like Mugman did the step one of step number two. He was able to get the barcode. He was able to get the barcode and everything, but it would say pending, validation. And then there's a bar in there that would say health declaration checklist. So, it's like, oh my God, it's like, what is going on with One Health Pass? If you guys watch Kahuan TV last night, Kahuan TV last night was so mad with the Bureau of Immigration and the Bureau of Quarantine and One Stop Shop, because this is their department. It's like the old One Health Pass is actually a lot easier, because the old One Health Pass, if you don't know how to do it, you can have your family in the Philippines do it for you, or you can have your fiance do it for you. But with the new one, nobody can do it for you. You have to really do it. It's like, what about our seniors? Those who are not into computers, what is going to happen to them? Thank you, CEO. We love you too. I know you pick on me a lot of time, but
She deserves it.
no. But I was like I said, I'm not scaring everybody. I'm just stating facts on what are the experiences that our viewers have already gone through, those who are flying this week to the Philippines. And I'm so grateful that we have first-hand information from Mugman, who's sharing his experience with One Health Pass. Mugman said he already got, but
QR code.
he don't have his QR code yet. And I believe the QR code you will get the QR code on the final step of your registration. That is 4 hours to 1 hour before you arrive in the Philippines, because I think that is what they are going to check when you arrive in the Philippines. Now, my problem to that is 4 to 1 hour before you arrive in the Philippines, you are up in the air somewhere. How are you going to register, or how are you going to finish up your registration? No internet, no nothing. And as soon as you arrive in the Philippines, let's say you guys deplane, if that's the first thing they're going to ask, how are you going to show that to them? I wish they have thought about it before they implemented this one. It's like, but I will still, I will do a tutorial, as I promised. I will do a tutorial in English. I will do a tutorial in Tagalog, so our kababayans can follow and stuff. I'm not even sure if I can do a dummy account with One Health Pass anymore. So we shall see on that, because it's like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I am going to show you One Health Pass. And what's really a bum with One Health Pass, like I said, if you are if you're trying to register more than 24 hours before your flight, it's not going to allow you. See, this is the web. See, this is the One Health Pass website. You have to go to your One Health Pass registration. So they will play the tutorial. I've already shown you this. I've shown you this the other day when I was doing when I was doing the announcement of the changes for One Health Pass. Then you skip that. I am going to show you guys. Then they will have the warning, messages and stuff. So see at the very bottom it says Thank you for indicating the date of your arrival. However, registration is only allowed within 24 hours prior to your departure. Please come back and register within 24 hours before your actual arrival in the Philippines. See, it contradicts with their, like, registration is only allowed 24 hours prior to your departure. Then please come back and register within 24 hours before your actual arrival in the Philippines. What's that? It's like I can already see problems on this stage, especially to those who did not go for a direct flight. No? If you have layovers and everything, alak ka. I'm coming on the 22nd of May. Should I expect another possible change on the 15th of May? CEO, their next update is on the 16th. I'll give you first-hand information before I upload the video. I will message you if there's any changes. That's the perks. Joke lang. No, I will update you on the 16th because usually they will release the new update around the 13th, the 14th. They already had an update on that, and if there's any changes, I will let you know the soonest. So that is the confusing part of ano. See, if for example, let's say just for example purposes, this is the second. I will put May the 4th of my arrival in the Philippines. I am going through an airport. I am landing on Terminal 2. Of course, I'm an aircraft passenger. I'm a non-passport holder. I'm a foreign national. Yes, I am vaccinated. The national vaccine card, that is, if you are coming from a country with reciprocal agreement with the Philippines. I click next. See if that will let us proceed. It did let us proceed though. If I'm putting if I'm putting in, well, I guess that was a no. I guess that is good because you guys saw I put May the 4th. Because before you can put it, you can register within 3 days of arrival in the Philippines. But look at that. This one, we will try. No, it won't let me see. This is your queue. I put the 4th earlier. May the 4th I'm arriving. There is no indication there. If you see the next button, that just means you can proceed to the next step. See, this is only the second in the United States. This is the third in the Philippines. So I put the 4th. It will let me go through. But if I put the 5th, yes, it is the third in the Philippines, but my computer is set up in US time. So if I put the 5th, it will not let me register. So I guess you can register 2 days. 2 days before you fly. Yeah, sabi ni kayo, Tiwa, you can register 2 days. So see, this I'm doing this an example. My computer is set up with US time. So as of right now, this is May the 2nd, 2022 in the United States. If I input the 3rd, it will let me go through. You will know that it will let it go. They will let you go through the next step if you see the next button at the very bottom. If you put on the 4th, that is 2 days from now, 2 days before I arrive in the Philippines, you are still good to go on that. But if you put the 5th, 3 days from now, before you arrive in the Philippines, this is what is going to show up at the bottom screen. It's not even gonna let you proceed to the next step of One Health Pass. So I guess there's a good thing about it that you can register 2 days before. So my recommendation to those who are flying into the Philippines anytime soon, register as soon as you receive your uh, COVID-19 test. It's either RT-PCR test or antigen test. Because I just showed you guys, you can register 2 days ahead. I wish they would say that, no? That, hey, you can register. It's like, I guess Philippine Airlines, I'm going to take that back. I guess Philippine Airlines is correct about that. On you can register 48 hours prior to departure because they made a announcement on that. See, register within 48 hours before your flight. Register through One Health Pass portal. Upload COVID-19 test result. That's either RT-PCR or antigen. And your vaccination card. Passenger will be given barcode once the record has been accepted. Accomplish health declaration checklist 12 hours prior to departure time. So 12 hours prior to departure time, this is before you leave your country of origin or country of port of embarkation. Present your One Health Pass registration and QR code at the check-in counter. Passengers must check their registration 4 hours to 1 hour before departure to see if they have QR code and qualify. Ah, so does that mean if your QR code doesn't come in 4 hours to 1 hour before departure, you will not get the express lane?
Apparently so.
That's how it sounded like. That's how it sounded like with Philippine Airlines website. So it's prior to the it's like I wish this too can make it a lot clearer because with One Health Pass they are more on the arrival than departure stuff. Then with Philippine Airlines they are more on departure than uh arrival. So I guess to make everything clear, just gonna charge. You register within 24 hours before departure to the Philippines. So I just showed you guys 48 hours before you depart, you can actually register with One Health Pass for as long as this next button will show up at the very bottom that it will let you proceed to the next what do you call this next step, then 12 hours before you depart, because the first two step is you register with One Health Pass. You fill out all this. See, I will let you see, guys, on the next. See, I will say when you proceed to the next step, you are going to fill this out: your profile, personal profile, residence details, travel details, vaccination, RT-PCR test. They still have this testing protocol in case of COVID-19 test is required. Just pick a random laboratory in there. What I can see that they don't have over here that they have on the previous One Health Pass is your health declaration. Do you guys remember that question? Especially to those who have been to the Philippines. Do you guys remember that part where it asks, have you been sick for the last 30 days? Or have you do you have comorbidities and stuff? That one they have removed from the new One Health Pass because that is going to be on step number 3. That is your health declaration form. So when you guys have filled all this out and submit, that is when you are going to get your barcode. Temporary barcode. Magman, I hope you don't mind. I'm showing your I am going to show your. Wait, wait. I think I have a no. I think I have an example. Where's my phone? Let me pull up the example I have with the registration. I don't have it. I don't have a permission from Mugman to show his information online. I'm sorry guys. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just like I'm not just gonna show it because I'm not just gonna show it but because I need to have permission from him. But yeah, like I said, that is the part that they removed. That's the that part is now on step number 3. That is your health declaration, making sure you're not sick, you don't have comorbidities, you don't have any illness, like if you have fever, colds, headache, and stuff like that. Those who went through the process of the old One Health Pass can probably attest to that on what it is. So when you guys are done with all this, then you will get the barcode. Like I said, I am going to do a tutorial today for this new One Health Pass. I am not sure how is that going to be on my end. Well, after I have done the, I guess I'm going to follow. I'm gonna keep checking back after I have registered. After 12 hours, I will do the health declaration. Then after 4 hours before you depart, I will do you know, the ones for the QR code. So I know it's completely insane, and I am so sorry, guys, if you guys have to go through. I was really hoping that the new One Health Pass is not as complicated. The filling out is not complicated, to be honest. It's just the timeline that they put in there. The timeline that they put is more complicated. It's like because the usual what do you call this, the usual fields are still there, very basic. Your personal profile, you guys already know that. Your residence detail, if you are coming home to your family or coming home to your fiance and stuff, or if you are just coming to the Philippines for a vacation, you input your hotel, resort, or your tourist destination. Then your travel details, you already have this in your itinerary. So itinerary, vaccination information. This is if you get your first dose, second dose, and everything. Then you upload your vaccine card right here. I've also heard a lot of travelers who have problems uploading their vaccination card. If it doesn't upload, what it's like, take a picture of your vaccination card and you send that to your computer. If you are doing your registration in your computer or doing it on your phone, you take a screenshot or you take a picture of your vaccination card. You do the same with your uh, COVID-19 test, but usually the COVID-19 test, it is sent to you through a PDF file. So through PDF file, you should be able to upload that in your One Health Pass. So this is that part over here. Then you proceed over here for your COVID-19 test, your RT-PCR test, or your antigen test. You also upload your result over here. And in case of COVID-19 testing is required, you pick a random laboratory over here that will do your swab test in case there's a testing protocol that's going to happen. So they have not really changed as much. It's just the timeline or the time frame with the within 24 hours, 12 hours before you depart, you will have to do the step number 3, 4 hours to 1 hour before you depart. You will have to do the step number 4 and number 5. So I know it's more complicated this time. I really wish they did not mess with One Health Pass anymore. They just have, instead of, because I know why they are doing this, because there are fake websites that's going on, uh and asking money for registration. I wish they penalize those websites instead of penalizing the travelers to the Philippines, because this is too much hassle. To me, it's really such a hassle to all travelers to the Philippines. To those who are good with computers, they're gonna be they're gonna be just fine doing this one. But to those who are not into technology, who are not into computers, who are not into gadget, this is going to be a challenge for them doing the registration and stuff. The first two steps you can do it at home. I well, the 12 hours you're still probably at home that time, but like I said, one thing I can see a problem in this one is if you are having layovers, no, babe. If you
Hmm.
have layovers in Asian countries, that's going to be a challenge. And I'm really hoping airlines are ready to assist travelers who are going forward. I hope they are ready for all this confusion that the Bureau of Quarantine has brought. And because they don't even call it One Health Pass anymore. They call it One Health Pass. That's why I have it on my thumbnail. One Health Pass or One Health Pass. Like, it's completely insane. So I'm really hoping that, I was like, I wish I can. I know it's completely absurd. I have I had no problems. What are changes? I just show it to you, Gemrat. That's the new. Flights are taking more than 24 hours with the stop, and they don't care. That's true. That is really true. Adi, you need to know everything. So disappointing. Alright. The leaders in the Philippines need to adhere to the American saying, if it ain't broke, why fix it? That is very true. If
But
it's
that's
not,
the problem. It was broke because there was a lot of people that were getting charged for the One Health Pass that shouldn't have been.
yeah, but they should have reported those websites instead of making it harder to travelers with it. So stressful to travel, I know. Hi, Eaton family. Hey, Pops. Good morning. Hi, Addie. One thing about registration, is it based on Philippine time where I live in the east coast of the US? I'm 12 hours behind, so I can register after. It's like, looks like it is based prior to departure. So you have to follow the timeline or the time zone where you're at. Because if they follow the Philippine time, everybody's going to be so screwed. So that's the thing. It's like you follow your time zone, not the Philippine time zone, because it indicates prior to departure from your port of origin or port of embarkation. So you follow your time zone, not the Philippine time zone. I screenshot my QR code. Cool. I'm scared now. Collie is now scared. It worked this evening, the second US East Coast time for Yes, it's just like I have showed that earlier. Even 2 days before your departure, you are able to register with it. Why does everyone think Philippines going to shut down after elections? That's been the rumors over here. But like I've always said, unless otherwise declared or announced from the Philippine government or the IATF or Department of Health, then that will remain a rumor. Is there not Wi-Fi on the plane? Domestic, yeah. International, yeah. You
Yeah,
can. You can have Wi-Fi traveling to the Philippines for what, $30? I'm not sure how much is the charge. I have a direct flight with the time difference, it's 28 hours. Like I said, if you follow the Philippine time zone, you are gonna be screwed. Follow follow your time zone. Thank you. You're welcome, CEO. 24-hour, not possible for different time zones here in the US. 24 hours registration before departure, registration before arrival. The time difference, they think about that. What does the IATF and DOH plus the Department of Tourism just making protocols? I'm not sure with them. I'm flying to the Philippines on 9/1. You think all this will be fixed by then? That is what, September?
Yep.
We don't know. We don't really know. It's like I feel like I will have more updates to do on the changes because election time, there's going to be new administration, new president and stuff, new cabinet members and stuff. So for sure they will have their own sets of protocols as well. Pwede ba 2 days can go through? Yes, pwede 2 days. Addie, I'm doing One Health Pass right now for practice, and it proceed. Yes, 2 days. Maybe before departure need to register, not before arrival, because that's impossible. That is true. That is what's confusing because with the Bureau of Quarantine website, they keep saying arrival, arrival. That it should be departure. Same here, Addie. It's 10:51 p.m. on May 2 right now where I live, and it lets me proceed to the next step for me. Yes. If it lets you proceed, go ahead and register, especially if you already have your COVID-19 test, your RT-PCR test, or antigen. Go ahead and proceed with the registration. Very complicated One Health Pass. 24-hour, we need to do the One Health Pass. Yes. Before it was within 2020, within 3 days. This time they changed it. But the warning says if not within 24 hours for the actual right will be invalid. Please read. Yes, it will be invalid. It's not going to be invalid. Because what is going to be invalid is if they will not let you proceed to the next step. It would say, it would indicate that there at the bottom that you are not going to proceed to the next step. My fiance travel 14 then arrive on the 16th. How can he register? Maybe before departure need to register. He's got to. What in the hell is the express lane? That I don't know. What is the express lane? They have not really said anything about express lane. I know. I am. Yep. I want them to change it back. Please read the warning. I have read the warning po. It's like that's really up to you if you want to follow the warning. I guess if it's invalid, if it doesn't give you QR code, then you're screwed. But it would say pending validation. It will let you've got to if you follow it word for word and don't try to register, good luck to your trip. But you have some kind to do, you know? They should make this easier and simple. I know. June. Seems like they are making this harder for travelers. I absolutely agree with you. I'm so confused. Did the One Health Pass forget time zones? You follow your time zone. If you guys are in the States, you guys follow your time zone. I have no problems with the old system thanks to your help, but this new system is unbelievable. I know. Hello there, good morning and afternoon to you and Polar Bear. Hey, Brother Floyd, good morning. You need the QR code or the barcode to get on the plane. True. The barcode, it will be given to you in step number 2, where as soon as you upload your COVID-19 test and your vaccination card, they will give you a QR code. That's what you need. Then I guess before you guys leave, or because 4 hours to 1 hour, you need to complete your registration. So you need to complete your registration. And that's probably when you guys are standing in line for your check-in. I wish they would change that warning though, because if they based it on arrival, a lot of people are going to be so confused with that. But with our view, one of our subscribers, Magman is not flying until tomorrow, I believe, but he's able to register with one half pass, I think around 7 earlier. And he was able to get his barcode, though it says pending validation, because he still got three more steps. He's already at second step, so he still got step number 3, which is the health declaration. Step number 4, that's the uh thing on your QR code. Hi, Addie. I'm flying on Sunday, May 8th. This is confusing. I'm late joining the chat. I'll watch it again. Thanks for your help. No problem, she. When I reach the point to provide my flight number, it is not listed and it will not allow me to put my flight number on the form on the One Health Pass. Oh, did you check if your flight is which flight did you put on? Kenny. Thursday, I'll go to immigration to extend. Cool. I'm flying from JFK, New York in a few hours. Just follow the instructions, you'll be fine. After the barcode comes the QR code. Take a screenshot, stay safe. Hey, Esri, can you please share? Because he's flying in just a few hours. So when did you do your QR code step? If you don't mind, Esri, if you don't mind coming up to the show, I will provide you the link and share with us guys on your and share with us guys your experience on the registration. If that's okay with you, Esri, I would really appreciate it. Hello there, watching from Bicol, Philippines. I'm new here. Hi, Miss Jean. Welcome to the Eaton Squad. The Eaton Squad, Addie, since we are friends, what are you doing on the 24th, 1 a.m.? Your time, maybe you can fill out mine. Honestly, you might make more doing that than you. I don't usually sleep early, Butch. Just message me, Butch. You know, I'm just a message away and I will respond. All flights going to the Philippines will be empty. Most passengers will still be in check-in line waiting for OSS to start working. I actually I for some reason I actually believe on that. If Esri is still around, I would love to invite Esri on the show. If he don't mind coming up to the show and share his experience, because he's flying in a few hours. He's flying in a few hours, and looks like he's already got the barcode and the QR code. About 9:30 p.m. this evening, but everyone has to take their to fill out the commission. He's flying at 9:30. Is that what he said? Esri, do you mind jumping on the show and share? If that's okay with you though. On time. Esri, do you mind joining us to share? Please. No pressure, but I said please. No, it was like I guess it would be nice to hear from somebody who has experienced the registration already, you know? They are saying there will be an express lane if you have been issued a QR code on one half pass. Yes, that's what they said. If you have the QR code, then you will go through the express lane. I am curious to know what the express lane is. What's all with express lane? And this time here, I think they will. And this time here, unlike the old One Health Pass, it will auto generate your QR code as soon as you're done uh, filling out. This time here, they will email it to you. So make sure when you are filling out the One Health Pass, make sure that the email that you put in there is a valid email and the email. So what do we need to do? 24 hours arrival or departure? It's more on the departure time. You have to register before departure because you will not getting on that plane if you don't have One Health Pass. Hi, Christian. Christian, nag-register din kayo sa One Health Pass, yung bago. Yung bagong One Health Pass, nakapag-register na kayo. Express lane looks like firing squad. I don't know. I don't really know what it's like. I wish they would. I wish they would.
That must have been Mogman.
No, it's she. I wish they would say something about the express lane. What's the benefits on the express lane? Paano po yun? Nakapag-register po kami sa old One Health Pass. Oh, okay.
The express lane.
If
get a
you
full
guys
body
have
cavity
registered
search.
sa old One Health Pass, then you are good. Kasi umalis kayo before nag-implement yung bago. So, that's not your fault anymore, guys. If you are on your way to the Philippines and before you left your port of embarkation and it's still the old One Health Pass, then that is not you guys' fault anymore kasi yun yung nakaano.
Express lane. You get a full body cavity search with every ticket.
Oh my God. I'm just wondering which layover I will do my OSS. I had to change my flights now. I'm just going to Thailand and then worry about entering the Philippines later. True. I'm not sure kung sa express lane kayo. Kasi sabi, pag may QR code, express lane daw. So, we shall see. Sorry guys, you just have to find the humor on all. I know. I know. You always have to see the positive side of it. It's like there's always a way to work around it for sure. There will always be a way to work around it. So don't be discouraged. I know some are scared, some are Magman is still do does it get delivered? How do we know when it comes? It will be emailed to you. It will be emailed to you or check your One Health Pass again. Pagman is standing in line. He is standing in line. Where is he at? Da, 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 da. I'm talking to Magman right now. Why are they making this so hard. This as simple as possible. And I totally agree with you, Philip. Express lane will let you walk ahead of all the dummies, which I will be in that dummy lane. But, thank you po sa lahat, Mama Addie. God bless you always. Thank you, Christian. Christian, ingat sa biyahe, pabalik ng Pilipinas. Oh my God, this just made it so complicated. Good lordy. La 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 la. I must register 24 hours, then 12 hours, then 4 hours before departure. Hope internet will not be grumpy because I'll be out home. I know. So that is your timeline. 24 hours, 12 hours, 4 hours, and 1 hour. No, it's actually 4 hours to 1 hour before you depart. That's when you have to check. Balitaan ko po kayo later if anong balita pag nasa Pinas na po. Yes, thank you, Christian. Thank you so much. Christian is going to inform me or let me know what's up in the Philippines when he arrives. Christian, mag-video ka tapos i-send mo sa akin. I-video mo yung kaguluhan sa Pilipinas with the process para makita natin if that's okay with you, Christian. Kung abala, wag na. I hope my flip phone still works in it. Oh my God, flip phone. I think you have I think you have to do it with a smartphone though. I'm not sure if it works with the flip phone. Raven
Hey, I
is
had a flip phone when we first got together.
Raven is putting a humor in all this chaos. Thank you for
You
that,
got
Raven.
to.
Thank you for that so much, Raven. Okay. Log out. You did not log out. So you're at so this is step number 2. That's funny on the flip phone. Sorry. It's really funny. I am talking to Magman right now. I'm asking permission if I could share his what do you call this? I could share his thing with I can share his process or I can at least show you guys the barcode. You have a connecting flight, One Health Pass won't let you register. How is that? Connecting flight to where? Hi, Miss Addie, watching from California. Sana magkaroon kayo ng tutorial sa bagong One Health Pass. I'm leaving tomorrow 10:30 p.m. para makapag-register ako. Yes, gagawa po ako ngayon, Miss Eva. After po ng live, that's my next That's my next thing to ano. Yeah, I'm waiting on the QR code. Yes, I will, Magman. Wait. I will do that. I will blur it. So blur. Hang on, guys. I need to blur Magman's information. That way you guys can see how it looks like when you are done with your registration. Let me just do this. Kay, naman, so this is how it will look like. I guess that's it. This is his, this is his, this is the first step that Magman did. See if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up on the show. See, Magman is just about to leave his country of origin or port of embarkation. So that is, wait, so let me, so this is what happened on step number 1. Remember the step number 1, you input your personal profile, your address in the Philippines, your flight information, you upload your COVID-19 test result. It's either RT-PCR test or antigen test. And then let me see if I can get it bigger. See, that's bigger. So this is when you upload your COVID-19 test, you upload your QR code and stuff, and that's what's going to uh that's what's going to generate after you have done the registration. See at the very bottom, if you see if you have a correction in the above details, you may edit your details through the EHDC My Profile data. Then health declaration checklist. You are now initially registered to the One Health Pass of the Bureau of Quarantine. You are required to declare any signs and symptoms you may be experiencing starting 12 hours to your flight. You are initially issued a personal transaction code and a barcode. Your registration will be checked. Once validated, a QR code will be issued to replace the barcode. Kindly check your registration upon check-in at the airport. So, that is very clear. Check upon check-in at the airport. So, that just tells you it's not prior to arrival or not upon arrival to the Philippines. It is prior to departure from your port of origin or port of embarkation. If you are flying from LA to Manila, New York to Manila, if you have layovers, like if you're flying from Chicago to Japan, then to Manila, you do that in Chicago. So this is step number 1 of number 2. Then the number 2, wait, oh my God. Then the second one, thank you so much, Magman, for letting me do this. So on step number 2, oh my goodness. Step number 2, this is what's going to show up. Let me, let me, let me do step number 2, guys. So step number 2, let me blur Magman's information again. Like, I don't want anybody messaging him and everything. That would be chaos. Let me blur it first. I'm trying to. I'm trying. It's like I'm trying to show you guys how it looks like when it's when it's done. So this is your step number 2 process. Oh my God, that is wrong. Wait lang sa guys. Wait lang sa. So this is step number two of step two. Step number two of step two. I'm gonna share with you again. Step number two of step two. So that is step number two. So that's the after he have done the the health declaration. This is his step number two, still pending validation. But like it said on that first step, you are initially registered with One Health Pass. This is when you check back 4 hours to 1 hour prior prior to departure in your country of origin or embarkation, and see if you have the QR code for One Health Pass. Because like they said, the QR code for One Health Pass replaces the barcode that is given to you. So this is the example of the barcode. So I have been through the ringer every time I travel to the Philippines. Even when I had to prove my daughter was there in the Philippines. Do you know how long it took to get a newspaper from the mount? So the magic number seems like it's going to be 24, 12, then 4. Yes, that is exactly right. Good morning po, Ma'am Addie. Hey, Nani. I had to wait for a birth certificate for proof of birth that took 3 months from PSA. One Health Pass requires 24 hours before arrival, but if you're traveling Los Angeles to Thailand and Philippines, your original flight is 2 days. It won't let you register. Actually, it will let you register, Adam, because I have showed that earlier. When we indicate the date for 1 day before departure, it let you proceed to the next step. 2 days before your departure, it will still let you proceed to the next step. If it's 3 days prior to departure, it will not let you proceed to the next step. Adam, you will need to put your departure date the same as your arrival date. Anything else will be like right guard uncivilized. You should not do that in Philippines. One Health Pass because it's easy to scams. Philippines, they are experts. Hey Pac, can we all use your barcode just to board or flight? I just need to show the ticket agent when I get to the Philippines. I will just say I lost it and we'll try again. Thank you. You're welcome, Adam. So this is your this is how it looks like, guys. I showed you guys. Let me put it together. The first step, the first QR code and the second QR code. So we can show everybody. I don't know where did I put the other one. Let me put it together so you guys can see how it looks like. So for step number one and step number two. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. So that's how it looks like. That's how it looks like. Step number one on the left hand side, step number two on the right hand side. I know they said 24 hours before you arrive in the Philippines. That is impossible. because this guy here has more than 24 hours before he arrives in the Philippines. But he is able to register with One Health Pass. So it is prior to departure, not arrival. And I'm really hoping One Health Pass is going to fix that, because that is very confusing to everybody. Because if they keep saying upon arrival or before prior to arrival in the Philippines, that's not happening. So that's how it looks like. This is your barcode. So like I said, 4 hours to 1 hour before you depart, for example, in LA or in New York, you have to check your One Health Pass again if you have received the QR code. So that's the latest on the One Health Pass, not One Health Pass. Everybody's calling it One Health Pass now because I could understand why. Oh wow. See, this is the problem. Magman is standing in line. Magman is standing in line right now at the check-in counter, 2.5 hours before his flight leaves to Doha, because I'm not sure where Magman is, but his flight is to Doha, then Doha to Cebu. So right now he is standing in line to get his boarding pass at the check-in counter 2.5 hours before his flight, and he still have not gotten his QR code from One House Pass. And I told Mugman, let me know if they will let you board the airplane or let you check in just the barcode from One House Pass. On a more serious note, what happens if OSS servers goes down? Well, countless folks is like they will let you in. That happened before, that their system were down. They'll just let everybody check in and have everybody register when they get to the Philippines. Hi, Addie, do we need quarantine facility? No po. Wala pong pagpipilian doon sa bagong One Health Pass na may kuan. It has been rumored that they should let you board with barcode. Should be, because everybody is trying to register. I'm thinking the QR code is just for express lanes. That's what I thought too, because they said if you have the QR code, you should be able to do the express lane, which they have not said what really is the express lane, what entails the express lane.
I told you what entails it.
What?
You get a full body cavity search
Buong.
with every ticket.
No. So don't listen to rumors. So like I said, guys, I will make the tutorial today. It will be in English and in Tagalog. Did you reply to your comments? By the way, guys, I'm inviting you guys to watch the latest upload of Polar Bear in the Philippines, my husband's channel. He talks about the Philippines and everything. So he just uploaded he just uploaded his latest video in his channel. His channel is Polar Bear in the Philippines. So if you guys are interested, you can check it out, and you can also go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. What not Chavacano? What's the Chavacano? Oh. Agman said 2.5 hours before his flight, he said his QR code is still pending. What did I miss? I'm coming to the Philippines on the 21st, I hope. The new one. Oh my god, I'm not gonna Smoke and Joe, can you please replay later? It's about the new One Health Pass, buddy. So if you guys don't have any more questions for me, I will give you guys more updates as we do this tutorial for One Health Pass. I know this is going to be a challenge for everybody, but it's not going to it's like we will make well we should find a way we should find a way to get registered with One Health Pass. And if you guys gets confused on something, especially if you guys are flying to the Philippines anytime soon, please message me in our Facebook page. Same handle, the Eaton Squad, and I'll help you guys out. What's up with the new One Health Pass? It's a new system, it's a new process, Darren, that requires you to register within 24 hours. You gotta do the steps in 12 hours and 4 hours. So that's the magic number 24, 12, and 4. Yeah, you can watch the replay, Darren. Paano po nag-register pero po pending validation? Yun talaga, pending validation, yun siya. Yun yung sa QR, yung sa barcode. Kasi 4 hours to 1 hour before you depart sa port of origin mo or embarkation, dapat na-check nyo po yung One Health Pass nyo ulit para doon sa QR code. Kasi yung QR code, i-replace niya yung validation barcode. I'm flying out next week, so I just want to make sure I'm prepared for any new challenge or anything I need to be aware of. Thank you. You're welcome, Darren. What is Express? TSA pre-check. Let's eligible low-risk travelers enjoy expedited security screening. The program is available at participating U.S. airport location and for most international. I don't think this is the One Health Pass Express lane they are talking about, Philip. But yeah, TSA Express is also nice. Thank you, ma'am. You're welcome, Lord. Micah, kailan po yung flight ninyo? Today. Oh, today. So, yan na yung step number 2 mo, Maika. Yung pending validation. So, check niyo po 4 hours to 1 hour before yung flight ninyo pa Pilipinas. Kung may marireceive kayo na QR code from One Health Pass. I-check nyo lang po lagi yung One Health Pass. 6 p.m. ang flight. I'm coming on the 13th and hoping it works right. Like I said, guys, just follow the instruction. Oh my God, they're kicking people out of line like crazy. Why? Why? Oh my God, this is probably those who don't have. He's in Chicago right now. He said they're kicking everybody out of line for what? Because they don't have. Oh my God, this is getting scary. Kahit po pending now, okay po. Yes, basta may barcode po kayo. Importante po yung barcode. Tapos kapag pumunta na kayo ng airport mamaya, i-refresh nyo po yung One Health Pass nyo or i-check nyo po yung email. Baka mag-i-email po sila ng QR code ninyo. It's getting scary. Welcome po, Micah or Mika. So if you guys don't have anything for me, we can wrap this up. Like I said, I will make a tutorial and show you guys how the new One Health Pass is done and how it's like in when is the QR code going to be, sent to you. And I will keep you guys updated on Magman's update. He's at the airport right now. He's at Chicago Airport, Chicago, because his flight is from Chicago to Doha, Qatar, then Doha, Qatar to Cebu. I was like, you're lucky if you're landing in Cebu because Cebu is not as complicated as Manila. So, hope no more OHP by the time we travel to the Philippines in August. This is a nightmare for seniors. I know, Miss Teresita. I really feel for you guys. So, thank you guys. Maraming salamat. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys can join me again next time. And please keep an eye on our updates with One Health Pass because One Health Pass is very crucial to all travelers in the Philippines. All travelers in the Philippines because this will actually deny you from boarding if you don't have One Health Pass. I'm not trying to scare you. I am just trying to give you guys a heads up on what requirements you guys need to do before you fly to the Philippines. Thank you guys so much for watching. Maraming salamat. I hope to see you next time. Please stay safe and message me in our Facebook page if you have any questions, concerns. I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Maraming salamat. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.